Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to another one. Back like I never left. Giving you some news that you can use. Putting some paint where it ain't. You know how it is. Welcome back. I was just watching this video. I like that Osakin. He just dropped that song. It got that Houston vibe. You know how they slow the music down. I like that right there. You got that Houston vibe. You know where you got you a what you call it? You got you a old school riding on Vogues, getting your swerve on. Yes, indeed, man. I was playing that today earlier. Um, well, not too long ago, I was playing it when I had to drive out real quick. I was playing it when he dropped it, and so yeah. Um, Shout out to Osakin for dropping that, and I wanted to talk about hold up, let me get this together, man. I gotta get it together. Um Listen, man, Shedeur, yeah, I like that chopped and screwed joint. I like it. That's some like all you got is like right there, you just bop your head to it, and then you just swerving. You get your swerve on. You know what I'm talking about? You just get your swerve. I'm gonna do it. Like tomorrow when I had to drive out, I'm gonna be bumping that. You know what I'm saying, and get my swerve on. Not really though, but you know. Um, Shout out to him. He dropped that about 6 hours ago. I don't know if I could play it. I don't want to get copywritten on the music because I've already got a warning already. I want to play it so bad, but I'm gonna have to hit him up just in case if that copyright come in. But I'm gonna have to hit him up in advance so I could play it. I need to play that, yo. Like that's my song right there. Like, like something I could just bop my head to. You know what I'm saying? And I like how he did the video with his brothers, and it's coming back. Man, it's coming back full circle now. It all started with his camera. And I'm just vibing out tonight. I could be giving people flowers. You got to give people flowers when the credit is due. All of this, the vloggers, YouTube, everything started from his camera. Everything did. Everything started from his camera. And he was doing it way back when they had the reality show. But I really started tuning in to his vlogging style, like at Jackson State. That's when I started following their football because Prime was the coach. I'm telling you, that was the reason Prime is the coach. I followed him when he was at Florida State. When I'm a kid. So, I was just having a conversation earlier with my brother, and he's buying into it now. He was like, "Yo," because he was one of those naysayers. I ain't gonna lie to you, my brother was. He was like, "Yo, I think they getting ready to have a big season." And I said, "Why are you betting on them too?" He said, "Hell yeah." He said they getting ready to have a big season. The cards are in. What's up, her moments? Johnny Swag. See Papa Mac, he found me over here too. Noah Stevens, what's going on with you? How's everybody doing? We were just talking about the season. Even Shedeur said it. He was like, he was giving an interview. He was like, I'm undefeated in the SWAC. I went back for a minute. I said, is he undefeated in the SWAC? I believe he is, except for the bowl games. Because remember when Prime took over, Shedeur wasn't there yet. He was getting ready to get there. Then the whole vid hit. Shilo was just transferring over from South Carolina. So they didn't really get started until the boys got there. Once they got there, the next season Travis got there. Yeah, they undefeated. He definitely is. And if history repeats itself, Prime usually get the team rolling in the second year. I don't think he's ever had a losing season. He never had, even back when he was coaching Little League. And I was just thinking about it. I was looking at Dylan Edwards' video, and he also played football in his Little League as well. And then you have BJ Green also played. There's a lot of players that played with him when they were kids. And I'm just going back to like the whole video that Bucky did today. He did a part 2. I appreciated that part 2 because it's coming back full circle now. His little brothers don't grew up and they're getting ready for the NFL. That's crazy. And I'm telling you right now, remember I said this, them boys playing together. Wherever Shedeur going, Shilo is going there too. And could it be the Raiders? But the problem is with that, the Raiders will have to have a bad season. So it's almost like, yeah, you would like to see him play with the Raiders. But if you're a Raiders fan, that's not good because that means your season is about to tank. And I'm just thinking about like the top 5 teams that he can possibly go to. Guess what? The Jets is up there because I don't know what kind of season we gonna have this year. I don't know. And Rodgers needs a heir apparent, and we don't have an heir apparent to Aaron Rodgers yet. But if Aaron Rodgers is back healthy, I don't see the Jets being in position either to get him. So it's kind of like, damn, I would like to see him in New York. But the problem is the Jets, I don't think they're going to be available. They're not going to probably make the playoffs. I don't think. They might because Rodgers is there. So I don't know. They might. And they might not. So if they might not, that means they might have an opportunity to get him. But it's something about Prime talking to the president, the Raiders organization. He was talking to her. And then Shedeur was right there. Then she shook Shiloh's hand. They're interested in them boys, man. They are. I honestly believe here's the 3 teams I think that both of them are going to go to. I'm looking at the Raiders, Dallas, and Atlanta. The only problem is I don't think Dallas is going to tank their season. I don't think they're going to have a bad season. But Jerry Jones, he probably looking at the bigger picture here. Somebody might tank their season. But organizations, they don't really play too much to tank their season. It just, if it happens, it happens. But I do know that it could be a situation where if he's drafted to one of those teams that tank their season, they could trade up for him. Like Dallas or the Raiders, they could give up some draft picks to get Shedeur in that high pick. That could happen too, even though he get drafted to, let's say, whatever. They can come up and say, look, we need him. We're going to give you these draft picks. We need that quarterback. And I could see him playing in Las Vegas. I could see him playing there. It almost like the way Prime was talking. Now, I ain't going to start with Prime. I'm not going to start, but I say you might as well bring the whole package. You might as well bring the whole package, man. They would be the most talked about team in the NFL if the whole package came. But the whole package is not coming because Prime said he's not coming. So I'm just going to have to leave it at that. But that'll be nice to have the whole package. And NFL is different. They would go out and spend money at that point to get, the offensive lineman. But wouldn't it be crazy, though? That'd be almost like a movie written. But you said Atlanta. Yeah, I know Atlanta just drafted a quarterback. I know. Maybe it's not Atlanta. But it's going to be a few of those teams that we name. Put it this way, we're not going to be surprised on draft day. I don't think so. Where he ends up. He might be one of them situations where he end up somewhere and then next thing you know, the commissioners come and saying a trade is made. But we're still Nevertheless, we're not going to be surprised where both of these boys end up. We're not going to be surprised. I honestly believe they're going to play together wherever they're going. They're going to play together. Shilo has only not played with him just 1 year when he was at South Carolina. So then he followed him to Jackson State, then followed him to Colorado. So yeah, I like Mark Bassett there. He's a future NFL player. He's definitely punting in the NFL because he comes from that program. So if anybody don't know, like Australia, he used to play in the Aussie League. They have a whole program of kickers over there, of a former NFL kicker. And he's in that program. And a lot of those people are placed in the NFL. He's probably going to be one of them. That's definitely going to be placed there. You'll see him playing next year. You'll see him playing the NFL. Just don't know which team. He come to the Jets if he want. But he will be playing in the NFL. You'll see. So they got a future NFL punter there. Shilo probably is going to have a really big season because he's going to have help on that front line. And you look for him to have a really good season going out. So this is probably setting up to be a really good year for Colorado this year. That's why the bettors are all over them. So it's all in the cards. You said Travis could stay at CU one more year. I doubt it. I think he's going in. It's his last year in college. No, this is his last year in college, man. He definitely he could come back for another season. I mean, he has eligibility, but I honestly think like I'll be surprised if he stayed, but if he did, that'd be cool. But they thinking about this, the winning, it's like the whole attitude around the team, just from looking on the outside in, it looked like it appears to have changed. Like the whole attitude is about winning. You know what I'm saying? You got to have some players there. They just live and breathe football. They just want to get to the next level. You got to have a lot of those. And they have a lot of them there from what I see. Draft day is going to be really interesting. That's when it's going to come back full circle. We know as long as everybody stay healthy, Shedeur is on day one. Shedeur and Travis is day one. Not only they're in day one, they're in the top 10, top 5, or top 8 on day one. Who else is going to be on day one? There's going to be somebody else. If they have a winning season, get to a bowl game and a little bit more, they're going to have one or two more people go on day one. I just don't know who it is. I want to say Green. If he have a really monster season, he's on day one. Definitely is. I know a lot of people might disagree with that, but they got a few more. They're going to surprise us this year. It's almost like this first year was like his initiation or something, because it was a weird season. It was a weird season, and it broke down. And you could just sit here for years and try to figure out why. I mean, one of them was the offensive line, but I never forget what this analyst said. You just need an average offensive line to get off. That's all he needs in a running game. But I know they're going to be focusing on that this year. Prime talked about it. He said we're going to have the running game and everything going. That's really all they was missing. Protecting the quarterback. That's it, really. Because they can score in bunches. The scoring is not the problem. They can score in bunches, man. Then the defense, they just have to be okay. But they can score in bunches, especially with that wide receiver core. And I like how Shedeur is working with them. You see him in practice. This one analyst was saying that, the hating is just unreal, but it's just come along with the territory. That's just how it is. He was saying that his former NFL player said, I couldn't believe he said that. But he said he don't know if he's putting the work in. Oh no, he's putting the work in. It's just that we don't see it. We only see, we only see just a brief moment in the edits. We only see a brief moment in the edits. We don't know how long they've been out there working. They could have been out there for 6 hours for all we know. But you only see no more than 20 minutes of editing. So you can't really base that on what kind of work he's putting in on the off season. You can see it in his body that he got leaner. So something is going on. Something is obviously going on with his work ethic because he's looking different. His attitude is a little different too. He got a chip on his shoulder. So he wants to come out slinging. Definitely he is. It's going to be that first game is just going to be, I'm calling for a blowout now. That's just how crazy the energy is going to be that first game. It's almost here upon us. Training camp is almost here. It's crazy. They got a little break coming up and then training camp. Pads will be on. And they full steam ahead at that point. But yeah, when he said, then the media is he got to be the most famous college player in the world right now, because he said something in his interview at Big 12 Day, Media Day. He's saying, yeah, we're everybody's Super Bowl. Like, what's incorrect about that? I've always said it. Every team this year is going to play them like it's a bowl game. So he's right. He just said Super Bowl, but it's bowl game. I mean, that's what happened last year. The teams played them like it was a bowl game, and this was a 1-11 team. Okay, so they 4-8. They 4-8, right? They still gonna play them like that. That first team they played, this is the game for them because everybody's watching. That's why. Everybody is watching. So yes, if I'm playing a team where everybody's watching, of course I'm gonna show out. The camera's on. That's the best time to show out. Maybe now people could maybe your name is being talked about. All you need is one or two big games. I remember the Florida wide receiver. He just got drafted this year. It was last year. He had some monster games, and that put him on the map. Well, he had transferred into Florida last year, and he had really two good, really good big games, and that put him on the map. I knew he going to get drafted one day, and yeah, sure enough, he got drafted. And yeah, so that's what people are gunning for. Think about it. If I'm a lineman, let me get a sack on him for this. Let me get a couple sacks on him. That ain't gonna happen though. But I'm just saying that's what they're thinking. Now my name is in the lights for that brief moment, especially if you have a big game like the Stanford wide receiver. Think about it. Now that put him on the map. Even though he was good, he was being recruited. I just didn't know about him, but he was being recruited heavily out of high school from Canada. But that game put him on the map, yo. That game right there, what he did, and that miracle comeback, that put him on the map. I'm surprised he didn't transfer, but he's still at Stanford. But yeah, so he's not incorrect by saying that. Yeah, it's a bowl game for everybody. It is. Everybody's going to have that game circled on their calendar. For sure, Colorado State and Nebraska. That Nebraska game, that's going to be a heavily watched game. They're not going to give them credit. Just to let you guys know, I could see in the future. They're not going to give them credit for the first game. They're not. Okay. Oh, they're beating up. It's like David beating up on Goliath. Or Goliath beating up on David. Right? They're not going to give them that. Oh, it's a blowout. They're supposed to blow them out. The Nebraska game is where they're going to be talking about. They're going to say, oh, well, they're going to have their work cut out for them. Now they're going to beat Nebraska, right? Okay, well, Nebraska, Matt Rule is still building in the rookie quarterback. That's what they're going to say. Colorado State game, that's a gimme. The media said that they were supposed to do that. It's going to come to that. I have them beating Utah. I do. I have them beating Utah, and that's when they're gonna they're gonna have to give them their props at that point, because Utah is supposed to be on the top of the conference. They have them projected to be on the top of the conference. So if they beat the hell out of Utah, now they on board. They at that point they will be ranked nationally. You're going to see them in the top 20. They're going to be ranked at that point. And so yeah, that's where it's going to come down to, like right around that time. You're going to see them really crack that ranking when they take Utah down. Monica said no reason for Travis to stay. Yeah, man, he's projected to go really high. But yeah, so Shedeur wasn't wrong by saying that. Of course, that game, the reason why everybody watched Colorado, everybody's talking about him. And the reason why, like, just like they pointed out, he said, "Oh, everybody's saying it's a bowl." He said it's a Super Bowl. They called him out on that. You know, so everything they're doing is being watched, obviously. But yeah, man, draft day is going to be something crazy. I don't know, is Prime going? He'll be there. He's going to have two of his players leaving early in the draft day. And then we're going to have some surprises. Somebody else is getting drafted. It's not just those three. It's going to be somebody else. The draft is going to be crazy for CU. Draft is going to be great. Now, if they hit the playoffs, they're going to have quite a few getting drafted. And that's going to be real crazy. That's going to be like a movie. You're going to have a lot of watery eyes that day when the multiple people get drafted, because that's what they came there for. You know, that's what I like. You got a lot of people there that's hungry. Benson is hungry. You can see it in his face. He's hungry, and he's the leader on that team. But the one of the guys to watch out for is Seton. Obviously, he's going to be playing as a true freshman, and I believe his true freshman campaign is going to be something crazy. So he's going to be ready to go, and he's not going to relinquish that position. And he'll be gone by his junior year. His junior year will be his money year. He won't stay to his senior year. If all goes well, his junior year will be his money year, and he'll be gone. That's crazy, isn't it? Because they're building for the future, and all they got to do is win this year, and the floodgates are coming. And yeah, that's what's going to happen. It's going to happen this year, though, as quickly as this year. That's how it happened at Jackson State. It's just history is repeating itself. Yeah, so I'm calling him for them to be close to the top of the conference this year, if not playing for the title. So that'll be crazy. If they play for that title, they're gonna win, and they off to the playoffs at that point. That was a 12-team playoff. They're off to the 12-team playoff. And how are they going to get there? Protecting number 2. That's how they're going to get there. Easy. That's how they're going to get. They could have got there last year if they had protected him. They could have got them there, because he's like one of those quarterbacks that's serious as hell. The reason why the Raiders and everybody looking at him, he got hit 52 times and still threw for over 3,000 yards. That's a big game player. He tough as nails. That's so that they see that. So that's why he's still in the question. Because people like the haters are saying, well, it was a 4-18, but you got to go back to what happened to him. He was on his back. He got hit 52 times, still threw for over 3,000 yards. That's unheard of. I don't know how he did that. I still don't know how he did it. Sometimes I go back and watch the games. I'm like, how is he doing this? But he had really good receivers, right? He had really good receivers last year. Xavier Weaver, Jimmy Horn. Omarion showed up in the USC game. He got Travis. That's why. And guess what? He revamped it. They got even more weapons now. So of course he's gonna do the same thing. It's just that you got to protect them. So now you can translate that into victories. So that's the operation. Protect them, if anything else. And the running game is coming, That's a part of protecting them. And that's it. They only had to make a few tweaks. That's it. Protect them, get a running game. That's it. That was it. The defense I'm not worried about. Warren Sapp and them. I'm not worried about the defense. Shilo at safety, not worried about him at safety at all. And you know who else is going to have a big year? This is going to surprise y'all. Trevor Woods going to have a big year. He's going to have a real big year. Remember I said it. He's one of them type of football players that could blossom into something. He remind me of John Lynch. He looked like John Lynch to me. Not remind me as far as his play. He looks like him. I don't know why I don't know why I don't know. Some people say he don't look like John Lynch. He just remind me of John Lynch. I don't know why. But he going to have a really big season. He going to see the field, and he's going to have his name is going to be in lights. Remember I said it. And a few others. A few others is like we already know Travis, Shilo. And I keep forgetting that kid that just transferred in at cornerback. Oh my God. I can't remember his name. His name is going to be in lights. They got a star there. His name is going to be in lights. And that's it. That's all they got. That'll be it. That's all they need. And then the defense, that defensive line is going to be revamped from last year, just from the knowledge that they're receiving. And there you go, man. They have a playoff team. Or close to it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they were missing last year, man. Think about it. He put the team together. He got there late because remember he had to take care of some stuff at Jackson State, right? He had to take care of that. And he had a couple surgeries. Remember, he had the surgeries and he was in pain. And they still could have won 8 games. But things just broke down. But if he had that offensive line and everything if he had what he had in the first season, yeah, they would have definitely got to a bowl game. First season out the gate. But, they have, and then, they have the NFL experience. They added more NFL people. So, and I'm not worried about Pat Shermer. I know people say, what about him? He already got experience at the highest level. So this is nothing. I'm not worried about him. And we have the defensive coordinator. Like Prime said, if he have a big season, they win. He's not going to keep him, but for so long, he'll be a head coach somewhere. So this is like his first step, and then he's off to being a head coach at some point. Yeah, you're not going to be able to keep him. But yeah, man, definitely a good team. They hungry too. You said Farrakhan commits Saturday. That's Brother X son, right? Yeah. That's what Prime said, Isaiah. He said Trevor gonna turn into something. Did he say Urlacher or he said somebody else? I forget what he said. He might have said Urlacher. Yeah, Quinnell X. That's what I was saying, Brother X. Quinnell X. I think he said Urlacher. They see something in him, man. He looked different too. He put on a lot of mass. So, yeah, you definitely gonna hear him this year. You could see that he put on a lot of mass. Yeah, the NFL coaches on the team is respecting the league. Warren Sapp is respected the world over in football. Yeah, he said Urlacher. So he said it for. Let me tell you this. Let me go back to when Prime was an announcer, when he used to cover the draft. Every time he called out a kid, that kid got drafted, or that kid got an opportunity in the NFL. He went on to be a star. Every last one that he co-signed. You can just go back to him. Every last one that he co-signed went on to be something. Every last one. He said, "Watch out for this kid right here." He used to cover the NFL Combine, I believe. He used to say it there. He said, "Watch out for this kid right here," and that kid went on to be a star. I can't remember if he commented on. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't Julius Peppers. It was. I can't remember the guy right now. It was somebody big that he said that to. It wasn't Julius Peppers. I can't remember who it was. No, it wasn't Julius Peppers. It wasn't the guy from the Lions either. The defensive lineman. They used to get all those penalties. Not him. I can't remember his name right now. But it was one in particular he had called out. And he went on to be a star. He was right. So when he say that he could turn into an Urlacher, I believe him. That means he sees something. Yeah, for him to say that about Woods, now the NFL like, okay, damn, we need to put him on. We need to put him on the radar then, because Prime is seeing something in him. So if he's seeing something, let me give him a look over again. So we'll see what happens this season. He should have a really big. No, it wasn't James Houston. He played at Jackson State. You know, he transferred in from Florida to Jackson State. No, not him. It was back when he was an analyst. This was back when he was an analyst. He used to cover the combine. And he said, "Oh, that kid right there. Remember that dog? Remember that kid right there?" And the next thing you know, that kid somehow get drafted, right? And go on to be a star. It wasn't I get his name is slipping me right now. It's a big player. It wasn't like I said, it wasn't Peppers. And Peppers keep coming to mind, but it wasn't Julius Peppers. It was somebody else. But he was like, "Yo, watch out for this kid, dog." I gotta go back to his predictions. I believe they got him on YouTube where he be like predicting players. And all of them were true. Every last one of them. If he call you a dog, you're a dog. So yeah, I remember those days. You know, back when he had the baldy. This was back when he had the baldy. When he was doing his analyst work. You said Woods is a junior. He has a few years to get bigger. So he got another year eligibility. Oh yeah. So yeah, he right about that. He like, yeah, he building something with him. He building something. He did say that about James Houston too, Timothy, when he was at Jackson State. And he was right about him too, wasn't he? Yep. It's like you can tell the players he give like the ultimate like okay to. Like this is the player. You can tell when he do it. Or you can tell when he trying to build the player up. But when he really give you that stamp of approval, that means you got something. It's just up to the player at that point. But yeah, I remember him back in the day. But yeah, this is the year, man. Yeah, this is the year. Two just gotta stay upright. And then yeah, some amazing things happening from them receivers. I can tell by the way he working with them. Like, yeah, the ball gonna be right here. Just make sure you get here, do this, do that. Yeah, it's gonna be together. So it's just happening quickly though, man. August will be here before you know it. Then training camp. And that's it. Training camp, and that's it. What's up, Mike? Mike, before you know it, the Nebraska game will be here. Before you know it. That's a big weekend right there. You said he looks like the leader. The media says he isn't. Who's that, Timothy? He looks like the leader. Which one? Which player are you talking about? I know who definitely a leader. That's freaking Khalil Benson. He's definitely a leader on that offensive line. Make no mistakes about it. No, Shedeur is a leader. See, he's what you call, I mean, like he's like a quiet assassin. He's like, I don't know how to explain it. He's like, he is a vocal leader, but you just don't see it. He's very cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I need you to do this. But if you pan the camera, see, Bucky ain't letting you see everything. If you pan that camera, you see him talking and coaching him up. He's even coaching Staub up. Go look. He's coaching Staub up too. He's getting on Staub too. Because remember, you got to have a bona fide replacement. You have to, because anything can happen. So he's coaching him up too. He said, yeah, what's this? What's that? He's coaching him. You can see it. And he's definitely on them wide receivers. He's on them. So yeah, he is the leader. He is. He is the leader. And he wants to win bad as fuck. Yes, he make no mistakes about it. He's the leader. He's one of the leaders on that offense. Khalil is the other one. Now, Rock, he leads by example. He's one of them people where he leads by his work ethic. Because the man is in tremendous shape. But yeah, he's not showing us everything. The surprise is on opening day. That's when you see the finished product, on opening day. That's how it used to be at Jackson State. You see a little bit, you see them joking around, and no, that's just for the camera. You don't know what they doing. They over there working. Man, I heard players be coming at late at night sometime getting work in, coming in together late at night. So yeah, they putting the work in. That's what I'm hearing. They all want it because they know that the money is on the table. Look at them. Just recently, some of the players did a commercial, right? So they making that's money in their pocket. They don't make a commercial. You know what I'm saying? So the more they win, the more all of them gonna get some money. All of them gonna get a piece of money. It's gonna be crazy. It's something to see. Yeah, definitely something to see. Oh, there go Cam. He said, like I said, I work with the team. All I have to say is look out for Cam McHale. That kid is special. See, we don't see a lot of that on the video because they're saving it. And another thing with Cordell Russell, we don't remember. Well, we did see the one-handed catch. We did see that, right? But we don't see all the work. See, they're not going to put all the work out. They're not going to let us see because the other teams are watching too now, remember. So they're not going to put all the work out. They're going to make because you really don't have nothing on Cordell, because he didn't play much last year, if at all. So you really don't have no tape on him. So when he go out there, it's going to be a surprise. It's definitely for that first game. It's going to be a big surprise. But they might not give it to you all at once. They might not. They're going to wait to those rivalry games, give you a little bit more to see. Because teams, they got to look because they don't really have much tape on some of these players. They have enough from the other programs, but not with this whole scheme now. So yeah. But yeah, they all they had to do was correct the offensive line. That was it. They had to correct that. If they ain't correct anything else, just correct the offensive line. And they got the receiver, and the running backs. And as of right now, Charlie Offendahl is a starter. He said it. He said, and they got to beat him out. He's a starter. So we heard that in the prep. We heard Prime say that. So he's not down on that depth chart. He's up on the depth chart. He's one of those people where you're going to have to outwork him. Yeah, they're not going to show everything. They can't because other teams are watching. And what did the other players say that just transferred in? Yeah, I used to watch. I used to tune in. So don't you think their opponents are tuning in? Of course they are. But they're not going to get it. They're not going to get it all. You're going to see just a half throw from Shedeur. That's all you're going to see. You're not going to see it all. Yeah, he gave him a shout out in Vegas. You heard that, right? He said, that's the guy you look out for right there, Cordell Russell. He said, Charlie is the longest tenure running back. Good for him. Right, yeah, good for him. But he going to play this year. The guy, he's just a workhorse. He's a workhorse. So I'm glad that he's getting that nod now. See, that's what happens when you stay down and grinding. That's what they say in life. You stay down and grind and something going to happen. Like hard work eventually will be rewarded. So that's what you're seeing with Charlie. The hard work is being rewarded now. And that's what you need because he got that maturity and you got that experience now. So you need that in those close games. But yeah, Bucky, man, I wish I can play your song, man. Fuck. Look, I canceled myself out. I can't play the song, but yeah, man, he got the song. See, I like that type right there. You know, you just vibing. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like it's that Texas, you know what I'm saying, that Texas vibe, you know, what you got the old school, you know, Texas, like especially Houston. You know, they like to have their old school cars out there. And just like, you know, I forget the street they go down in Houston. It's the street they go down and they be showing off their cars and they be swerving. Florida used to do that back in the day too. But I like the old school cars though. Yeah, all them opposing teams subscribe to Well Off. They be watching. Some of the players be watching. Like I might want a part of this. Okay, Shedeur and them leaving. Well, guess what? I can be his replacement. You know, quarterbacks might be thinking that. They're like, all right, this is the opportunity right here. They breaking bread over here, you know, with the endorsements and the commercials and all that. They breaking bread over there. I saw what's his name video. They sitting up there riding in a Rolls Royce. Yeah, some bread being broken, man. So they might be wanting to go over there. You said if Tua has a rough year in Miami, will come after Shedeur. Oh, damn, him in Miami? Oh, man. Yeah, I could see that. I could see him in Miami. Nah, it's something about Vegas. It's something about Las Vegas, though. You said Colorado getting their Super Bowl game in week 2. Oh, here come Braska Rascal. What's up, Liz? Here come Braska Rascal. Here he come. He getting that Super Bowl game in week 2. Talking about Nebraska. Okay, we'll be ready. I'm gonna be bumping the Bucky song on y'all, Braska. I'm gonna be bumping that on y'all. Just shaking my head. You said Brandon Davis Swing Pops are chilling the fan. Right. Yeah, man. Things are matriculating over there. You said, here come the corn boy. I know Steve, you know, the Nebraska fans, they staying here heavy. You said Shedeur be a good fit in Vegas. I could see him in Vegas. Travis want to be a 49er? Let me see. Nah, that's not happening. That's not happening unless they trade up for him. He's not going to be available because I don't see 49ers having a bad season. They're not going to, unless they unless they already traded in this draft and they're going to have a high draft pick in this upcoming draft, unless that happens. He's not going to be available. You said flashing on his watches. Listen, it's going to be, the watch is going to be flashing after that Nebraska game now. Listen, in that Nebraska game, it's going to be a route. By the fourth quarter, they're going to have Staub in. And Shedeur going to be putting on his legendary chain. He going to have that chain on Nebraska. He going to have a legendary chain on y'all. You say you think Travis would be happy to play anywhere. He definitely, see, well, my thing is, I would like to see him 49er look good, right? But the thing is, will they be available to get him? Because I'm still projecting him as the number one pick. They do living like they're in the league. You see, you got to have that mindset. I'm already a pro. Swain is going to be a pro, though. He's going to be a pro. He looks like it. He looks like it. He definitely going to be a pro one day. Definitely going to be a pro. But yeah, they acting like they're a professional team. I like it. He said Travis seemed down to earth. Travis be chilling, man. He a video gamer. He be chilling. 4.0 student, like that. He got it together. You said Prime won't let Travis go certain places. He already said it. Yeah, you got to keep Travis in the house. Travis, you over here. Don't let nobody get to him. He said he can make a nice pizza too. Oh, you saw his vlog. Okay. Yeah, man, it's going down. Listen, it's going down. Nebraska is going down. Steve up in here too. I'm just letting y'all know it's getting closer and closer. It's going down. It's going to be a hell of a team. Remember, they got Travis out there, man. And then don't mess around and put him on at wide receiver. That's just going to be another weapon they have. It's going to be crazy. You can't stop them all. Does everybody want to eat? You can't stop them all, man. But that's a good thing right there. He said Livingston has connections too. So Travis may go to the Bengals. Yeah, if they're available to get him, yeah. Man, I want to see him playing with Sauce Gardner and the Jets, man. That's where I want to see him go. Him and Sauce Gardner. Come on, man. You said you saw Travis speed in training. Yeah, he got speed on him. Yeah, he did say Mike Zimmer was one recommended Livingston. You say he need to go to a big market NFL team. But wherever he go, man, the lights and cameras gonna be on him. You say he may go to the Broncos. And that'd be cool. One of them end up in Denver. But it's something about Vegas today, man. I think wherever Shedeur going, Shilo going. They gonna wind up playing together. That's gonna be crazy. Let's imagine they both went to Las Vegas. Oh, that'll be crazy. You said Travis and Surtain on two sides. Jeez. Whew. Oh my God. You said Travis and Surtain, both on one on each side. Oh man, you got Pick City right there. You know, Prime, like I said, he was one of one. Now, if he match up with somebody one-on-one, of course, the quarterback is not going to throw his way. They're just not going to do it. So he's to bait people. I remember I saying that he's to bait people and act like he's not guarding them. And next thing you know, he is guarding them, and the quarterback bit on it, and he intercepted the ball. Always to do that. In order for the quarterback, he used to have to bait so the quarterback can throw his way. Quarterback wouldn't throw his way, man. He could like shut you down without tackling you. It's crazy. You said Cam McKell is another two-way player. Oh man, it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something right there. He's the future, you know. And they building. They got some high school recruits coming in. You know how they say they're not really recruiting high school recruits. They coming in too. You said I still think Travis still staying at CU one more year, so he can be with Shedeur. This Shedeur is senior. Travis is a junior, so Travis do have another year. Shedeur doesn't, unless he has a COVID year. Actually, he do have another year. Shedeur does, if he wanted to come back. I believe he does. But nah, he gone after this season, man. That's it. Travis too, man. You can't pass up on that opportunity because you don't know what's going to happen. They can't pass it up. This the money year, man. This the money year. Yeah, Shedeur has another year, but this is it for him. He's gone. He's gone after this season, man. Shilo definitely gone. That's it. This is it for him. No more college. But Shedeur, they all going to the draft. So we have a draft party when that happened. We're gonna be covering that over here too. We had a draft party. This is gonna be my first ever draft party because I never really followed a team like that. To be excited about a draft. You said, Max, can you believe Cam Rising is now eligible for an 8th season? He could play again next year. Why? Because of the medical red shirt last year. They might as well find a way for him to play a decade. And then finally get him in the league. You said, from a friend of mine, Dylan Raiola is a little inconsistent right now. If he's still like that at CU, is going to eat him alive. Oh my God. Could you imagine Dylan Raiola step out there? He's looking, he see Travis, right? Oh man. He definitely people do be trying to throw at Travis, so they're gonna try him. He got Shilo lurking. He got Trevor Woods trying to act like Brian Urlacher. It's just gonna be crazy. But he gonna have a good one. Them linebackers too, man. I think that linebacker that came in gonna get some burn. What's his name, brother? Wide receiver brother. He gonna get some burn. I can see it. Yeah, it's gonna be. They just needed the attitude, man. You said Travis put on weight. He did put on weight. Do the Big 12 have some good quarterbacks? They got some good. They got a few. But we Colorado just happened to have the first pick quarterback. You see what I'm saying? So there it is. They got the man over there. You see what I'm saying? Just gotta protect them. So yeah, that's what it is right there. You said the D will be on the hunt. The Saps will be on the hunt. Yeah, they gonna work. They definitely gonna work. They definitely gonna work this year. They hunting that quarterback for sure. I'm telling you, got some hungry people on the team. They gonna hunt the quarterback. Not like last year. It's gonna be an improve from last season. The offensive line, though. That's where it is. The offensive line that sets everything off. That offensive line is gonna set everything in motion. You said what I think about Juju Lewis went from a 5 to a 4-star. He don't went to a he don't they don't put him down to a 4-star Nebraska. They being petty. Yeah, oh, he thinking about over there. Yeah, let me drop one of his stars. Let me drop one of his stars real quick. Now, what will drop him from a 5 to a 4-star? What is the drop there? You said it means Juju is coming to see you. That's what it means. I didn't hear about that. They dropping his star. That's crazy. Oh, let me check. Wow, is Auburn football pivoting away from 5-star Juju Lewis? Shedeur Sanders says he wants Julian Lewis to coach Prime's son in waiting. USC's football top recruit for 2025 loses his 5-star. Yeah, I see it now. It says USC top recruit for 2025 loses his 5-star. Yep, he did lose it. They took it away. 247 Sports. Um, they got him down to a 4-star now. Yeah, this industry, man, is very petty. They must sense something. Well, On3 still have him as a 5-star. But let me see why. Let me see the reason. They give a good reason. Historically, major college recruiting outlet has undervalued the Buffalo's top commits. Dropping from 5-star to 4-star won't change much as Riley remains engaged. Will losing Lewis 5-star help USC? Yeah, they being petty, man. That's why they dropped it. Because they can't explain why his 5-star dropped. Yeah, I see it. They dropped his 5-star. Oh, he was trying to throw shade again. Oh man. I mean, of course he is. Because we got a game coming up. Of course he's throwing shade. I'm telling you, that game is gonna be up. Oh, Raiola dropped from #1 quarterback when he flipped to Nebraska. Yeah, they being petty. So it happens with every team. You're not going to who we want you to go to. So we're gonna go ahead and take your star. We'll take my star then. You know? Anybody see Dylan Edwards' interview? He had a long sit down up at Kansas State. If you didn't see it, let me give you the link. Let me see if I have it right here. This is Dylan's interview, Dylan Edwards at Kansas State. He gave a long sit down. It was 44 minutes. He was talking about him leaving Colorado, Coach Prime, and how Avery Johnson sold him on K-State. Yeah, like 45 minutes. You said, but 35 minutes of it was him talking about CU. Yeah. Yeah, I still don't know why. Even for that interview, I still don't know the reason why he left. He did well, no, he did give a reason. He said he wanted to go somewhere where he can enjoy his college experience. And, enjoy, like how his dad said when he played there. They did all types of stuff, went all, they were all over the place. And he want to have fun with his teammates or something. He wanted to be closer to his family. He seemed very sad and low energy. Well, he's in a different environment, so I still would like to see him. But he's at Kansas State. We'll see what happens. It was this one Kansas State player at media day. He was offensive lineman. He mentioned something about Dylan Edwards. He said that well, he's here and he's willing to learn and he got a lot to learn. I said, well, wait a minute. You don't know how electrifying this dude is, man. If y'all don't play him, we go ahead and take him back from y'all. If y'all don't play him, I'm gonna be on their ass too. Let them not play him. Let them not play him, and I'm gonna have to take a little time out and give Kansas State some of this work. I said, listen, we lost one here, and if y'all don't play him, oh Dylan, yeah, you come on back. You see what I'm saying? You come on back, Dylan. You see what I'm saying? And come on, play your junior season. You said his quarterback said Dylan has a lot to learn. Yeah, I mean, he was a freshman last year. He still got seasoning. But I don't know. I don't know. Let them not play him and see what I be saying. I said, I know y'all gotta play him, man. Y'all better go look at that TCU game and figure it out. Figure it out. Figure out how to use them. Figure out how to use them. Who is that? Braska Rask. Who is TJ Lateef? He's a quarterback. I mean, this man was being recruited by Georgia. He said Georgia was calling him. This man was being recruited by Notre Dame. No, he's a star. He's a star. You said Dylan can come to Lincoln. Oh, they would use him in Lincoln, for sure. But I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him do all that. That'll be crazy. You can tell he seems uninterested with the corn junkies. Oh, he's a 2025 quarterback commit to Nebraska. That might change though, because we're gonna see how Raiola do this year. Dylan Raiola do this year. If he have a really breakout season, then I don't think y'all gonna get Lateef. How many stars he have? Ain't he like a 4-star? I heard of him. Kermani's at Florida. The unfortunate thing is they don't really have a media person up there like Bucky. So you're not going to know what he's doing unless he make the news on a big play. They don't really have what Colorado has with the media. So you're not going to hear from him. 4-star from California. Okay. Okay, he's a 4-star. You say TJ Lateef gonna end up in the portal. Yeah, so but like Kermani at Florida, we're not gonna hear the day ins and day outs from him unless he vlog about it. Yeah, they don't have a media team over there like that. You said Colorado will make you famous. Yeah, they will. They don't have that media team over there, so you're not gonna hear from Dylan Edwards either, unless he vlog. Now I still have his link, in my description, so if he vlogs, you'll see it. But we're not gonna hear from them unless you gotta find their stats or something like that. I'm gonna cover them. Like I'm gonna see what they do week to week, and they have a really breakout week. I'm gonna cover it. I'm gonna cover it. But that's what teams need, man. They need something like what Bucky's doing. But they're not gonna be able to duplicate it, you know. It's not the same. You're just not gonna be able to duplicate it. But I see one of the Virginia Tech players is trying to do it. He be like kind of vlogging and stuff. And guy I've uh, known him since fourth grade. His son played for Virginia Tech. He's the DB. Um, Last name, love it. He's a DB there. He's probably gonna be starting this year. So yeah, they don't have the like the social media presence how he do it, with his YouTube, and his YouTube is blown up and it's not the same. So you're really not gonna hear from him. So it's kind of crazy when they transfer, that's it, you don't hear from them. But it's not like they're not doing their thing, but they just don't have that media person, so you said these coaches won't allow cameras. They scared. I think they got to get with the times, with this whole NIL stuff. Kids want endorsements. They want to get their social medias popping. You got to be able to do something. Because I ain't going to lie to you, I don't like the cameras. If I'm in Pratt, like, yo, Bucky, I'm right here. Like, I be trying to get on the camera all the time. I be hogging the camera time, trying to get featured. I wouldn't mind the cameras. But yeah, man, definitely Raiders vibe, though. Raiders vibe. This meeting had Raiders vibe, man. It did.
It's my favorite color, bro. Thank you. Not no more. Good. A year.
Comes out to the lineup into the field, and there's a guy on our team named Jay Rush.
Mm-hmm.
And so every one of the field like one-on-ones.
Thought it was. I got it for.
My dad.
Like, this is hard.
To where it's like
He was a running back. He was number 2 overall.
We checking things out here.
See this?
Look real good right here, though. Look real good right here. Just letting y'all know. Hey, Shedeur, Shilo, you look real good right here? He's shaking his head, though. Yeah, it's real good right here. Just letting y'all know. Just, don't read into it. Just letting y'all know. It looks real good.
See this, right? I'm just letting y'all know, man, it looks real good around here. Uh-oh, Coach, what you trying to say, Coach? Coach, it look good there for you, Coach. Let me stop. Coach, it look good around there for you, right? I don't know.
Coach, how do you think being a player translated into you becoming a head coach?
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
You saw everything being muted, right?
I love it.
Oh, I want to see this part.
You're here now.
Yeah, we're here.
Oh, she worked with the Raiders now. Remember her? Hold on, let me go back.
You're here now.
Yeah, we're here.
Remember her, the Colorado? She working there now, I guess. He said, or maybe he said, "You're here now with us." I don't know.
You're here now.
Yeah, we're here.
Oh, maybe he's talking about you here with us finally. Look at this. He's meeting with Sandra Douglas Morgan, president of the Raiders. Never mind. She got a ring on her finger. Never mind, because I was looking.
Hi, Sandra.
He's shaking hands with the president of the Raiders, man. Hold on, man. Hold on. Y'all, hold on. I gotta take a screenshot of this. That's the thumbnail. Y'all see this? And look at Prime. This where you playing at. This your new president, boy. This your new president right here. That's your new president. Hold on, let me go back. Let me just.
Hi, Sandra. Nice to meet you.
She stood up to meet Shilo. Uh-oh.
Alrighty. Hey man, good to meet you, man. Nice to meet you too, my brother.
Yeah, guys. It's a possibility right there. I'm sorry, I was looking, I'm like, man. You said look at Shedeur smile. Yeah, they talking. Like, hey, I'm president, and yeah, she definitely married. But they talking business. She the president, man. Shedeur, what he doing is he ear hustling. He didn't even realize Bucky had the camera in his face because he ear hustling.
Hi, Sandra. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. He just, Prime, everybody know him. He just, like that. Yep, she met Shilo too. Yeah, he gonna have them both playing together. Mike, he just shook hands with the president. The Raiders. Come on, and then, yeah, man. It's gonna be some conversation to get that kid. That's a business meeting. Absolutely. It's gonna be a conversation to get those kids, man. I'm telling you, the kid has something. Like, anytime you get sacked like that and throw for 3,000 yards, he has something. They know it. All the teams know it. They all know it, but they know they're not going to be able to get him, so they don't really care, but they know what he got. I like how when he had met with Jerry Jones and them, and how Jerry was looking at him, he's like, where is Shilo at? Like, where is Shilo? He was thinking about it too. Yeah, that's an awesome experience. But yeah, man. But guys, I'm out of here. I'll catch you guys later, probably tomorrow. But yeah, man, if I don't talk to you, have a good rest of your week. Actually, oh yeah, well, damn, I'm losing time. I'm losing track of time. Tomorrow's Friday. Yeah, definitely tomorrow, leading to the weekend. But anyway, y'all have a good night, and I'll catch you on the next one.